Hi students, welcome to Easy Elimu Learning Simplified. My name is Mbithe, and in today's class we are going to continue with parts of speech, and this time we are focusing on pronouns. When we learnt about nouns, we said that a noun is a naming word, and we also said it is the name of a person, a place, or a thing. And a pronoun is a word that is used in the place of a noun. Sometimes maybe you're talking or you're writing and you realize that you are repeating one noun many times. So to avoid repeating the same noun, we use words that are called pronouns. So to kickstart, we can read that short text. Mary walked to school. On the way, Mary met John. Mary and John saw a cat cross the road. The cat was running after a rat. So you can see the words in blue. The nouns have been repeated many times. And so to avoid this kind of repetition, we use pronouns. So we are going to look at now this text with pronouns. So we can read the text again. Mary walked to school. On the way, she met John. They saw a cat cross the road. It was running after a rat. So the words in blue, she, they, and it, have been used to replace those nouns, and we call them pronouns. So a pronoun is a word that is used in the place of a noun to avoid repetition. So there are several types of pronouns, and the first one is personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are pronouns that are used to refer to people and things without naming them. And these pronouns can either be singular or plural. For example, when you say, I am going to work, I is a personal pronoun. It is talking about a person, in this case, who is you. Or in the plural, we are going to work. You can also say, he is playing football. He is a personal pronoun. It is talking about a person. They are playing football. That is the plural when you're talking about more than one person. So this table here shows us the singular form and plural form of these pronouns. So I is singular and its plural is we. He, she, or it is singular and the plural is they. And you is singular and also in plural it remains as you. So we can construct a few sentences. For example, you can say, I am going to school, and the plural will be, we are going to school. You can also say, she is cooking. The plural will be, they are cooking. He is sleeping. The plural will be, they are sleeping. It is chasing after a rat. The plural will be, they are chasing after a rat. And finally, we have said that you remains unchanged for both singular and plural. So if you say, you are going to school, if you also in the plural, you are going to school. So take note of that. The pronoun you does not change in the singular or in the plural, like in the example stated there, you are a clever student, you are clever students. So regardless of whether it is singular or plural, you does not change. The second category of pronouns is possessive pronouns. From the word possess, you can tell that possessive pronouns are pronouns that indicate ownership or possession of something or someone. For example, if you say Stella's house is cleaner than my house. To avoid repeating the noun house 2 times, you say Stella's house is cleaner than mine. Mine is a possessive pronoun. It shows ownership. I own the house. It is mine. The broken ruler is yours. Instead of saying the broken ruler is your ruler, you say the broken ruler is yours. Yours is a possessive pronoun. It shows that you possess or you own that particular ruler. The book that has fallen is mine. Instead of saying the book that has fallen is my book, because that is repetition. So you say the book that has fallen is mine. Mine here refers to the book. It shows the ownership. I own that book. And lastly, the house in the corner is hers. Instead of saying the house in the corner belongs to her, you say the house in the corner is hers. Hers is a possessive pronoun. The last category of pronouns is reflexive pronouns. And these are pronouns that are used to show that the action of the verb is performed on the subject. So before we continue with reflexive pronouns, let us first of all define what is subject and how to identify a subject in a sentence. So in a sentence, there is usually a subject, a verb, an object, and we are going to learn about that a bit later. But for today, we are only going to focus on the subject and the action or the verb. So the subject is the person, the thing, or the place that is performing the action. So when you look at that sentence there, Jennifer walked to the store. In this sentence, the action is walking, walked. The person that did the walking is Jennifer. So Jennifer is our subject in this sentence. In the second sentence, after lunch, I will buy the apples. The action here is buy. The person that is performing the action of buying is I. So I is the subject in this sentence. So with that understanding, let us go back to reflexive pronouns. And so Jennifer walked to the store herself. We have said that the subject is Jennifer. The action is walked. And herself here is the reflexive pronoun. It shows that Jennifer is the one who did this walking herself. The second sentence, after lunch, I will buy the apples myself. So we start by identifying the action. Here is buy. The subject that will perform this action is I. And the reflexive pronoun is myself. And lastly, We will start the class ourselves. So we start by identifying the action, which is start, and it will be done by we. And so the reflexive pronoun is ourselves. So to wrap up on reflexive pronouns, there is a table there that shows the subject and the appropriate reflexive pronoun. So the subject I goes with myself, you goes with yourself, he goes with himself, she goes with herself, it goes with itself, we goes with ourselves, you goes with yourself, and lastly they goes with themselves. So that's it for pronouns. I hope you've understood. For further practice, you can have a look at the quiz and attempt it. I will do one question, then you can do the rest. Fill the blank spaces below with the appropriate personal pronouns. Steve is a clever boy and he is liked by all teachers. Attempt to do the rest and see you in the next class.